Hello to all my booty seekers and cheek chasers. This is the Carpe Natem Podcast. I'm your host, Nate De La Hoya-Reynoso, and I am so grateful you are listening to this episode. If you're new here, you should know that I believe that my purpose is to uplift, inspire, and educate others to communicate masterfully so that they can better understand themselves and the world around them. I've spent years in the personal development and transformational technology space, and I want to share with you the wisdom that was passed down to me from giants in the industry. So if you're on a journey of self-mastery, just like me, looking to make dreams a reality and willing to be a leader for your family and community, then join me in seizing the butt cheeks of life and giving them a big ol' squeeze. Let's jump into the show. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Carpe Natem Podcast. I have some multi-talented artists with me in the studio today. I have Nufn Nice and Cal G's here with me. They're going to tell me a little bit about what they're doing right now, how they're promoting their music, how they're turning their energy into something super creative and just doing them. I want to know from them themselves what's going on. Nufn Nice and Cal G's, welcome to the show.
What's going on, Nate the Great? How you doing, man?
Good. I'm so happy that you're giving me an opportunity to pick your brain for a minute, man.
Man, you know how it goes. It's been a long time coming. We've been waiting. For a while to do this. So let's get it cracking, man. I'm ready to. I'm excited.
Yeah, first off, thank you for coming through, and thank you for telling us a little bit about your story. I would love to know how you started getting into music, because you're multi-talented in a way where I know that you're disciplined in like fighting arts. I know that you're a big hustler. You're like hustling, but what I mean by that is like you got your jujitsu, you got your music, you got your production, you're doing movies, like you're doing so many things and you're putting out so much art. And it's like inspiring to see, like, but how did that get started in you? Like, how did you know you wanted to go down this path?
Man, for me, it started early. Like I grew up Southern Baptist, so I was in the church. Like my grandma sang, and like I've always, had gravitated towards music. And then I started growing. One of my first tapes I started listening to was like the Beastie Boys, one of my uncle's cassette tapes. So I'm an 80s baby. So I grew up listening to Beastie Boys, and from there it elevated. Like I gotta touch music like somehow, some way. From listening to artists like Jay-Z, Eminem. It's a few, even my counterparts. Like it just kept me going and kept me inspired to keep pushing and pump out music.
So it's just been in you since you were a kid, and then it's only developed and gotten better over time.
Yeah. It's been in me since I've been a kid. Yeah, it's been in me for a while.
How about you, Cal G's? How'd you get into music?
Man, I got into music real young as well. I actually started writing around like when I was like 12 or 13. Came with just like being in school and having a lot of vocab and everything like that. My pops, and he was Muslim and everything like that. So I grew up with a lot of discipline as well and everything like that. So I was always doing a lot of writing at home and at school. So that helped with the grammar and everything. And shit, when I moved out here to Texas, and then I met Nice, and then we we tried to form something. And then it's been going on for a while now, We formed FAWO Life, do a lot of multi things, but yeah, writing came early though. That's always been easy. That's something that we do.
Can you remember any of like the earliest things that you wrote down, or any of like the earliest bars that you remember?
Ew. See, if I actually went there, I'll be calling somebody out. My first couple bars was actually a diss at the lunch table.
Was it?
Yeah, that was
Hell
funny.
Yeah. I have a song. I have a song that I wrote because I used to be a metal band. I used to be in a metal band. I used to be the screamer, and I used to write all the lyrics for like all my parts.
Oh,
and
that's
there's a song, and it's about like a family member.
Yeah.
And like how much I hate this fucking person, and how much I wish you would die. And
You know, it's crazy though. It was crazy because mine ended up being a family member as well. Like later on, I found out that he was my cousin. I was like, oh shit, it's crazy.
And sometimes it's people that are just kind of in your family, and like me and that person are now fine, and we're good now. But I wrote that song, and like I remember like telling his wife, just like, that song's about your husband. Like I was so like not even subtle about it. I was upset.
Yeah, indeed.
But it's funny how like stuff inspires us. And now you guys started it's a entertainment company. It's a group. Tell us about FAWO Life.
Oh man, FAWO Life has got so many definitions. But yeah, I mean, it's got like so many definitions. Like it stands for fuck all who oppose. First off, that's just a mind frame that we be having on, just on anything,
Fuck all who oppose.
Yeah, and then it turned into a lifestyle, And then it's being that we come from godly positions and having a lot of knowledge of self. It's favored above worldly opposition. That's always going to be on top of it. That's just from having a discipline and everything like that. And then of course you got to filter our whackness out. That's when it come down to the music. It's going to be filter our whackness out. You know what I mean? It's deaf. And then it's they just respect the ape. FAWO Life.
How about you, Nufn? Nice. I'd love to know like how would you describe your group? How would you describe FAWO Life?
Basically, every moniker that my counterpart he put off, like it's the same. Like it's filter all whackness out. It's been the music, and it's more
filter all whackness out.
Yeah, it's been more. We don't really have time for the whack shit.
Like, I love it. I love both mindsets of both because there's something behind the message of it. Like you're not tolerating anything that's not at your level. And fuck all who oppose. And then the other was like, what's the other one?
It's favored above worldly oppositions.
Favor above worldly oppositions. I love how like interchangeable it is.
Yeah. And it's like, fuck all who oppose is basically the opposition. And it's not directed towards any opposition, you know what I mean? In particular, it's more for the people, you know what I mean? Being competitive and like, if we fuck with us, we fuck with you. But if you're in our way, you're a fucking stepping stone. So
exactly.
That's what it's gonna be.
And with that kind of mindset, you definitely have to have like there's a bit of a strongman idea here, where it's like you got to protect what's yours. You got to do what's best for you, because like you can't be friendly with like everybody.
Definitely, hell yeah, definitely. We keep that. That's a moniker we live by. We both love that. We both love that ape. That that ape mentality is like we're gonna be the fucking kings of the jungle, and we're the kings of our own domain here. So, and there's nobody. We grinded hard to get where we're at, and ain't nobody that's gonna come and take this shit away from us.
It's that kind of mindset that pushes people forward, that really gets people to the next step, that really separates the people who do something casually versus somebody who really wants to go after it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Explain the ape and explain the meaning behind the design.
The ape, guerrilla warfare, militant. Everything is. It's been militant. I'm ex-military. I come from military families. Like I said, my brother here, he's of the Muslim background, and they have a militant form, and like we just keep that mind frame. The nation is. Peace to the Nation of Islam, you know what I'm saying? We go ahead and keep it real, and we just keep that. We kind of run off their values and their mindsets and thinkings to keep our structure and discipline. Something
that you and I had talked about before when I had Roderick McDaniel here, when was something how you have a mindset of like as people of color, we have to hold ourselves at a higher standard than anyone else because of like how we're perceived, but also we need to be able to outsmart anyone who wants to come after us for any reason. And it was really interesting that you had said something like that. I wanted to talk a little bit more about that if you don't mind.
Let's go for it.
Because I think that kind of mindset's interesting how you think that. And I believe it too. How we have to hold ourselves to like a bit of a higher standard to prove that we are worth fucking with.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. Oh, hell yes, definitely. Oh, most definitely. Like we have to, we as colored people, brown people. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's not Caucasian, we have to like we're always looked and perceived as the stereotypical perception that's given off by the world, and we have to push ourselves above those means in order to even to be respected in our own cultures.
Yeah.
Like even I've seen it. Me personally, I've seen it in the Latin world. Like Latins talk down on Latins, but I'm like, you all speak the same
Language.
You all speak the same language.
Yeah.
It's like how it doesn't make sense to me. The same way in the black culture. It's like we're all of one, but
And-
it's like the crabs in the bucket theory.
For real. And it's that thing where if everyone around you is kind of doing bad, if someone's doing good, it's almost looked down upon.
Yeah.
It's frowned upon.
Yeah. Nobody wanted, and where I was from, nobody wanted to see you doing any good. If you got a chance, you got a shot to get out or do something positive. Like there's always gonna be that one motherfucker that's like
Hating on you for doing good for yourself.
Yeah, hating on you for doing good for yourself because they don't want to get up off of their ass.
Yeah.
And do it themselves or you know what I'm saying? Like it's there's always that one person or that one group of people.
Cal G's, do you want to speak upon this topic about people who, I mean, sometimes it's in our own communities that seem like when we're trying to do better for ourselves, there's some that look at it as almost a negative and kind of put us down for wanting to do better. And by the way, I have to say that everything that we say is because of our own personal experiences, because everyone's got their own fight, regardless of whatever color you have.
Right.
But as a person of color myself and as people of color, those experiences are way different sometimes from other experiences. So, you think everything's fine and it will never happen to you. And then, it happens to you and you're just like, oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
We got to hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Yeah, you definitely do gotta hold yourself to a higher standard. And I mean, I just always look at it like, look, hey, I mean, you doing you and I'm doing me, so it's fuck all who oppose.
Fuck all who oppose. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Tell me about your own music. I know you make the beats, you produce pretty much everything about it. You rap on it, you sing, you use an auto-tune. Tell us a little bit about your music and like what your part in it is.
Oh man, like yeah, I mean we've been doing it for a while, man, and it's a lot more to go and everything like that. But yeah, but look, it's a lot of East Coast, like a lot of East Coast origins and everything like that. Like I said, I grew up on a lot of Wu-Tang, a lot of a lot of Nas, all of that, Mobb Deep, all of that. So it's always gonna be
So
that way.
Those were
It's
your
always gonna shift that
influences.
way. Yeah, definitely.
And it sounds like it in your music. The beats go hard. I really like how y'all make the composing. Is this all self-taught?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, everywhere we was at, we just, just played with different programs and then just, learned it along the way. Just learned it, figured it out as we was going.
Just DIYing it and just
Yeah.
putting it out there. Have y'all played shows yet?
Yeah.
Tell me about some shows that you've played.
Man, we had, did like South by Southwest, I want to say, yeah.
Cool.
We did a few of those shows. It's always a long set. I'm always the one that's doing the set by myself. Until we like do the DJ thing and everything like that. Yeah, I be like doing the whole thing by myself. Like I set it up, with the shots and bombs and everything. All of the ad-libs that we like having going on in there like that. So the show is always dope.
That's what's up, man. So on these sets, are you doing like 25-minute, 30-minute sets?
Yeah, normally, yeah.
You just busting out the songs and just cool. How have the crowds been?
They've been always well.
They've been well?
Always well, yeah. They always, come up afterwards, and just be like, man, that's like over their head, like, because everything is always hit them later on. It always a hit later on. If it didn't hit them then, it'll hit them later on what we was talking about.
In comparison to where y'all came from originally, have y'all played shows back then or just all in Austin?
Yeah, they've been mostly all here.
They've been all
Austin,
here?
Yeah.
Also, you wouldn't know like the scene back home or anything?
Nah, yeah, I haven't been back there. it's like it's nothing, you know.
Let me ask Nufn Nice. When it comes to writing, like what kind of things do you do to get real creative? Like how do you sit down and put pen to paper and think up rhymes?
Shit, I knew you was gonna ask this, Nate. I don't usually write. Like a lot of it comes off of feel and what I go through, and like as far as my creative process, when I'm burning, I'm earning. Like I'm in that mode. So peace to Mary Jane. I smoke, I smoke, and mostly off experiences. My creativity is like day to day experiences that I go through. Living off experience. You know what I'm saying? And like, and the energy when I'm in the stew. When I'm in the stew with my with my brothers, and we pushing out that we push each other. It's not really we don't really hold anything back. Like we kind of there's more we're real critical about what we say and how we put it across. If he don't like some shit that I got going on, he'll cut it like, nah, that ain't it. Do it over, and it's vice versa, the same energy. We just try to keep each other.
So you're being honest, you're being authentic with each other.
Yeah.
You're saying like if something's not hidden or you could do better, they're calling you out on it.
Yeah.
So you're
most definitely.
You got people around you who are just like supporting you. So you're surrounding yourself in that energy.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when they're criticizing you, it's to only make you better. It's not to tear you down on it. It's not to like
definitely.
take away from you.
Because it's a challenge. Like I don't know if he knows it, but every time he comes in and with a 16, it's like, nah, I'm not finna let this little nigga kill me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, I'm not, no way, no how. So it's a challenge. It gives me a little boost because I mean he's a talented with the pen, and when I can sit down and write, my pen is pretty lethal too. But it really comes off.
Do you try to write daily?
Yeah. I spot write. Like I spot write and try to compile my ideas together. So I might write a couple of bars here, a couple of bars there, leave the shit alone, and then come back a few days later and put it off. Because an experience may influence more words and more rhymes. Because I kind of move around a lot on a daily. So
the more experiences, the more material you have to write. Same thing with like comedy. Like the more experiences you're having, you can't write nothing if you're just sitting at home all day doing nothing.
Nah, if you just sitting at home fucking twiddling your dick, like you're not gonna live life, man.
Amen to that.
You gotta see. You can't.
You gotta go for it.
I can't relate. I can't sit back and give something to the people that I haven't seen or relate to. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't feel authentic to me. If it doesn't feel authentic, then I'm not really fucking with it. So till the world blow, world order. That's how we get down. Like if it's not authentic, you know what I mean. Even when it comes to the showing love, we try to show support to artists that really fuck with us too, and we work with artists that really fuck with us.
It's more about the collaboration, man.
Yeah.
It's not about like if he gets some, I get less. It's more about like if we can both get up there, let's go. Like it's about getting out there.
Let's mix these chemicals together and blow the shit up. Yeah.
How about you, Calgees? How do you feel about like collaborating with other artists? I know sometimes some people want to just be like, it's only my music, it's only me on the track. How do you feel about collabing?
I mean, I've been doing collab. That's how I started out. I mean, when I moved out here, I'm saying from Harrisburg, PA. Like I'm from, I come all the way from Pennsylvania, but like I started like doing like a lot of my music out here in Austin. Like when I moved here. And then I formed FAWO Life and everything like that. But yeah, when it come to the pen and everything like that, I've been doing it since I was young. So if I ain't feeling it, I ain't feeling it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I do a lot of features though. I'm always open to that though.
For your writing style, are you just sitting there and just getting as much as you can out all at once, or are you just like spot writing, similar to Nufn Nice?
I mean, I can do it like I do it from all perspectives. Like a lot of times I spot write it like just like he do, where I can just like straight just jot it down just off of thought. Like I write all my shit a cappella, so it's like, or I can write it to the beat. So it can go anyway.
Hell yeah. So you even like make beats, and then as soon as the beat is done, you're just already putting words to it.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10. You know what I mean? For real, I'm already have something ready for it, like before the beat is even. Yeah.
Have you ever had an experience where you made something and you were like, yeah, this shit's fire? Then you like showed it to somebody and they were like, this ain't it?
Yeah, you always gonna have that. You always gonna have that. And then that's, you know what I'm saying, that's just room for improvement.
And it happens in comedy. You write a joke and you think like, oh, this is gonna kill, and then it like gets 0 laughs, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you always got it. You always gonna have that. You always want to improve and, you know what I'm saying, get better at what you're doing. The craft is always, you know what I'm saying, it's always about evolving in what you're doing.
Just getting better and better.
Yeah, definitely.
How often are you going out to like shows and going out to like events and watching like other artists and stuff?
We go out to a lot of shows, a lot of different events and everything like that. Yeah, we do a lot of scouting, scouting on a regular. Yeah.
Looking just to see who's talented, seeing who's like.
Do more. We like looking to do more. You know what I'm saying? You know, we just like getting the label and everything like on his feet to where, you know, everything was copyrighted the right way and everything like that. So yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, because I know you are working on like a movie shoot tomorrow. Like you're gonna be shooting some material for a project that y'all coming out with. So not only are you doing music, but you're also doing like.
Well, it's supposed to be for my brother. He got this movie thing going on. It's King Dynasty. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Everybody Eats. Yeah, shout out to King D, man. Yeah, I got my man Mo. His Everybody Eats. You know what I'm saying? We shooting movies. It's going to be called the Antivirus. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a horror film. Like it's a short film, and we really looking forward to see what that's like when it gets finished.
Are you stoked? I heard you're getting getting cut out, dude. I heard you're about to get like.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's about to go crazy.
I'm nervous about it. That's why I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's just a starting thing. You know what I'm saying? I just started doing it. It's like always been a dream of mine, you know what I'm saying, being short films and everything. That's why I don't like really have a whole lot of videos and everything like that. Mm-hmm. Like we're gonna be doing more videos and more stuff and like stuff like that.
Both of you are gonna be in it?
Yeah.
So let me ask Nufn Nice, like going from rapping to music to now going into like now acting and short films and stuff, do you think it's gonna be a hard transition, or are you just ready for it? You just gonna see what it like, you see if you can do it as smooth as you can?
Man, fuck it. Like it's it's like an alley-oop. Like, man, I'm always the one that's like throw me into the shit.
Yeah.
And I'm shooting clutch, so that's what I do. That's my job, and it's fun. It's something that I never thought that I you know. I mean, I eventually, you know, out of music, but I never thought it'd come this early. So it's like we in it. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it well. And it's I guess it's written. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing that we're not supposed to be doing. So
I'm excited for you, man. I can't wait till this stuff comes out and I'm able to watch it. Before the podcast end, I did want to talk about kind of how you are a world champion like jiu-jitsu fighter, and like or I don't know how to explain. Like, is it a fighter? Is it a grappler? Like,
right now, grappler, fighter.
And you're just killing it right now.
I've past couple of years in on and off injury, but yeah, I've won a few medals, got some hardware, man, and I'm working on transitioning into the MMA world here too. So
thinking about going pro fighting.
It's not even half a thought really. It's more of that's where it's gonna be. So we're gonna be beating these asses and, you know what I'm saying, rhyming and all in the videos, all that, you know what I'm saying. So
yeah,
win, lose or draw, we out here.
And then like you get big on MMA, and then people start listening to your music because they know you from fighting, and then you're just out there fucking writing and stuff, and like.
Yeah, man. Hopefully, even in this transition, it'll be another opportunity, an avenue I could open up. You know what I'm saying, for my brothers. You know what I'm saying, for all of it. Like you said, everybody eats. Like you said, man, we're gonna try and make it work.
Hell yeah, man. It sounds like you have a lot of dreams of the future, and like, where do you see yourself and like FAWO life going? Like what's an end all be all for y'all? Do y'all just want to like basically not just take over the music industry, but y'all want to have like your own label, y'all want to have your own like movie studio, like y'all want to kind of really turn into like an empire, right?
Yeah, eventually we want to be an avenue for artists to come in and not just have one talent under their belt, because we, like I said, we are multi-talented. I produce also, and we want to be art. We want artists to be able to come to our company and be able to do what they want to do, express themselves the way that they know how, whether it's through production, movies, making music, however it is for you to express yourself. We want to be able to have that avenue and give you an opportunity, because it took us a while to get our opportunities, and we want to be able to bless the game for other people.
Yeah, you want to make it easier for the people coming up who are super talented, that can like get up on it and you like, collaborate, come join us, come blow up with us.
Yeah,
I like that kind of attitude, man.
Most definitely.
And then I guess I want to extend the same question out to Cal G's. Like, where do you see FAWO Life going? Like, what's end goal for you?
I mean,
how big can y'all get?
I mean, it's only necessary to, it's only necessary to be legendary. You know what I'm saying? The nickname is Hilltop Legend, so it's only necessary that, that we do that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I'm ending it off with right there.
That's a good spot to end on, y'all. I want to say thank you to both of you for being on the podcast. Where can people find you? How can they find your socials? How can they support you?
Oh, man, I'm Hilltop G's on everything. You know what I'm saying? That's all lowercase, Hilltop G's all together. You know what I'm saying? JEEZ. I mean, FAWO Life is FAWO LIFE. That's on Spotify. It's on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Look for the gorilla.
Look for the white gorilla with the you know what I'm saying, with the grenade in his mouth. You'll see it. You know what I'm saying? It's Woe to the World Below. It's on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? The album Favorite is out. That was the last project that we worked on. So yeah.
And Cal, thank you.
Look forward to do many more.
And that's how we can find Cal G's. How about Nufn Nice? How can the people support you? How can they find you?
You can find me everywhere. Instagram, NUFNNICE. Our official page, FAWO Life ENT, on Instagram. That's where we're at. We're on the, you know what I mean, as far as that's where you're gonna catch our beats. You can catch us FAWO Life ENT on YouTube also. We got our what's out there. To the Top is one of our recent videos, so just slide through, subscribe. You know what I mean? We're on every social platform. Favorite is out. Spotify, iTunes, you can go get that. Amazon, it's everywhere. Just vibe with us, man. We got some new heat coming out, you know what I mean? So, and let me give some shout outs. Like I said, shout outs to Accidental Virus, King D, Mo, Everybody Eats, you feel me? Y'all know how it go. FAWO Life till this thing burn.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you so much, Nufn Nice and Cal G's, for being guests on this podcast. I appreciate the fuck out of both of you for being guests and for sharing your story and all the projects that you're working on to the best of your future, y'all. I really hope that y'all do something huge with it and just empire build and just keep going and getting bigger and bigger.
Man, we appreciate you, bro.
Thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Carpe Natem Podcast. If you love this episode, please consider leaving a positive rating and review on Apple Music or iTunes. It takes 30 seconds for you, but for us, it helps spread positivity to more people during these chaotic times. It helps build a community, and it makes me smile from ear to ear. Speaking of community, we have a Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Carpe Natem. Just answer the 3 questions to get access to some extra motivation and inspiration for your timeline. If you would like to support this podcast, screenshot this episode and share this to your story. Tag me at Carpe Natem 114. That's going to be my handle across all platforms, including TikTok, if you'd like to give me a follow. If you haven't already, please rate us and subscribe on Spotify or anywhere you enjoy your podcasts. And lastly, you can find all episodes, linked to resources, and opportunities for coaching and mentoring from me at carpenatem114.com. I cannot thank you enough for spending part of your day with me. You are all rock stars taking the necessary steps to be your best self, willing to do whatever it takes, and ready to grab life by the butt cheeks. So until next time, this is Nate Hoya-Reynoso signing off.